Well, welcome to day 16, where we're going to look at chapter 16 of the Energy Bus. Today, we see George is showing up early. He is there before the rest of the team arrives, and he's standing at the door, ready to greet each potential passenger one by one. And the result? Well, it wasn't 100% of what he was hoping for. But I think that's something we have to be prepared for as leaders, because things don't always go as planned. Leadership is full of unexpected outcomes. We can set goals, we can cast vision, we can even invite people to join us, but not everyone says yes. And this can be really frustrating. I find at times it's disappointing and even discouraging. But I want you to look at it from another perspective. Okay, look at them not taking their tickets and turning them in from a different perspective. Because George is just now making these big changes. It's a pretty recent turn of events. But his team, well, they've experienced a different George for a long time. And their version of him that is in their mind is the one they're reacting to. It's Michael, Jamie, and Jose, right? These are the three that don't turn in their ticket. And they don't think George can pull this off. They think that he's driving straight into a wall. And they believe the team isn't ready because the launch is less than a week away. Remember, they only have in their mind what they have experienced and seen over time. So the lesson here is that leadership isn't instant, it's earned. Here's the truth. When we start making changes, we often expect everybody to just jump on board immediately. But it takes time for our team to see change. What our team needs is they need to see us be consistent over time. That's when it starts to build their belief. These three weren't convinced that George could lead them to success based on their past experience. And that can be a tough pill to swallow as a leader. But on page 64, we see this moment hits George pretty hard. It says, the two people he thought would surely stay off his bus wanted to be on it. And the one person he had thought would be the first passenger said no. Like George, we often wish that giving out tickets would just fix everything. But it doesn't. It just shows us where we stand and then where we need to start. And this moment matters because how we respond to disappointment makes all the difference. One of my favorite books actually says it like this. There are two responses in this tough situation. The first is silence, where we withdraw and we shut down and we avoid conflict. That's one end of the spectrum. The other extreme is violence. We lash out, we get frustrated, we react emotionally. And it's really helpful to know which one you're more prone to. And that brings us to our reflection question today. How do you usually handle disappointment? Do you let self-defeating thoughts take the wheel? Or do you look for the lessons and the silver linings? Do you shut people out and withdraw? Or do you storm out emotionally and react in a negative manner? I think being aware of your default response can help you be more intentional about how you want to respond in the future. And George's natural reaction is to fall into doubt and distraction, withdrawing from his team. And when we feel lost like this, whether it's silence or violence, when we feel lost, that's when we need our tribe, our mentors, and our support system the most. But don't worry, George is back on the bus tomorrow. He's going to get all of those things, and he's going to be able to unpack what he just went through. And we'll see how Joy and the other passengers respond. I'll see you then.